Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. I once received this other message from our dear sister. So she was saying that her husband, whenever they are sleeping together, the husband, for him to enjoy, he has to watch like videos of men that will be having sexual intercourse, like men to men. So she was asking if it is possible, if there are other men who do those things, because she was saying that if the man, if he does not watch those type of videos, like he won't enjoy making love to her. And this is what the husband has said. Let us try also to assist her in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. The translation of that message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I have come here to tell these poor people that I don't think that it is fair for everyone to go around, especially your judgmental Christians who think that they know much than we do. And I do not even regret, even for a second, the things that I have done. Life is not for the weak, and mostly I have discovered that those that are weak are mostly your Christians, and they are afraid. In this game of life, it is all about winning. Let me tell you, and I have been winning for a very long time. See, I have always had a thing for light-skinned women. I don't care what anyone says. There is something about them that just makes everything better. And it is not about their looks. It is about what I can do with them. They are good for my pleasure, and they are also good for some of my rituals, if you know what I mean. I learned early that there was power in women, power that you can use if you know the right people. People like me, like Enzim, sure, they were those that were talking about these rituals. In Shona, we call it Rikwambo. So I also have that type of etokology, and this is what gives me money. But trust me, it is not for everyone. Most of the people that I have tried to make them to join this occultic world, I have found out that they are cowards, because for you to enjoy this money, for you not to regret, you need to have a heart that is as hard as a rock. I have been to Mozambique more times than I can count. Like, you should see my passport. It seems as if I have a business there in Mozambique, always going in and out for the things that I need to transport whenever I want my snake to vomit more money. That's where the real deal is in Mozambique, not this small time stuff that you hear about on your channel. I am talking about sacrifices that can make you to be untouchable. You think my wealth comes from hard work? Please, it came from knowing the right rituals and using the right women. Let me tell you about my wife. I married her because she was convenient. She wasn't much to look at, but she was loyal. That was all that mattered, until she was not useful anymore. When the opportunity came to make the ultimate sacrifice, I looked at her once and I said, this one has to die. I did not even hesitate when I was looking at her in the mirror the night when I sacrificed her. You sacrificed her, you might ask. Yes, I did. I knew what it would cost, but do I look like I care? Do you see the cars that I drive, the house that I live in, the business deals that fall into my lap? You think that it comes from working 9 to 5. No, it comes from knowing how to play the game. So I took my wife to Mozambique. The time when she fell ill, she had no idea what was coming her way. We went under the guise of me trying to find a healer that was going to help her, because she was always sick. She thought that it was me doing this because I really loved her. But by the time that we got to that traditional healer's place, it was already over for her. That Sangoma told me what needed to be done, and I did it, no hesitation. When the ritual was done, she was gone, and my wealth multiplied. That's the kind of power that I am talking about. Real power, not this hustle and grind nonsense people waste their lives on. One sacrifice and you will be good for life. Don't you all want to enjoy like the way that I am enjoying? As for the women, these women that are there in my life, they are only there for one purpose and one purpose only. They are just added bonuses. Light-skinned women, they have always been my weakness, but they are useful too. I have done a few rituals here and there with them, nothing as big as my wife, but these women that I am using, they are there enough to keep things going smoothly in my business, for they are easy to control, easy to manipulate. Most of them, they call me Mbinga in Shona, which means a blesser, one who blesses women with money. And with my big manhood, I make these women to enjoy. And as for the spirits, I have few spirits that I collected there in Mozambique. Those are the spirits that makes me to sleep with these women. And as for these spirits, they love it when you bring to them sacrifices that are as beautiful as these light-skinned women that I date. So yeah, I enjoy my life, I am enjoying my wealth, and I am enjoying my women, plenty of them. And if I need to keep sacrificing to stay on top, then that is exactly what I do. I do not care who judges me. I am living the life most people can only dream about. I'll do whatever that it takes to keep it that way. As for my wife, since her grandfather was from Malawi, after she had passed away, they then said that they wanted to find a traditional healer to awaken her spirit. I rushed back. I drove to Mozambique and I spoke with the man who has been assisting me, and he said that it was not going to be difficult. So he then said that I was supposed to go to the ocean. I went there. That was when I threw a bag that was full of my wife's clothes, and then we started calling upon her spirit. As she was buried in Zim, we then started calling her spirit as we watched as her bag was being taken by the ocean. As we were standing by the ocean, that was when we started to chant, me and that traditional healer, after I had thrown the bag into the ocean, and we were like, follow your bag, for inside your bag they are your belongings, your clothes are in there. Do not follow me, even though I wronged you, but it is much more wiser that you follow your clothes to keep them safe. Do not return back to the land of the living. May the ocean calm down your spirit. May it not let you to rise up again so that you can avenge your death. Me and that traditional healer, we watched as the ocean was dragging the bag that was full of my wife's clothes. The bag went and it went. That was when we did the final ritual, and then we returned back to Zim. But when I returned back to Zim, I had a bottle that was full of sand that we had taken from the beach, and then the traditional healer mixed the sand with some charms. And I was told that this bottle that was full of the sand, I was supposed to go and I was supposed to dig a hole right next to her grave, the side where we had placed her head. And then I had to dig and to dig. So I dug, I think, about a meter. I dug a hole that was about a meter deep, and then I buried that bottle that was full of the sand. So as long as that bottle is buried, my wife will always be connected to the Indian Ocean. Whenever she wants to wake up so that she can avenge her death, she will never be able to do that, for she will first go back to the ocean trying to look and to safeguard her clothes, her bag that was full of clothes. This is my confession, Brother Nashi. As for the women that I date, oh yeah, when I sleep with them, don't you know that the spirits also, they possess my manhood? And when I ejaculate, I do not ejaculate your normal sperms, but I ejaculate sperms that is quite dark brown in color. None of these women can ever get to see how my sperms look. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Wow. Talk about the arrogancy. Hoping that you were able to understand the confession